The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast platform, its affiliates, or even the hosts. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. The host and guests are not liable for any errors of omission in the content, nor for any losses, injuries, or damages arising from the use of the information provided. Listeners are encouraged to seek professional advice relevant to their specific circumstances. Now enjoy the show.
What up? How's everybody? My mic was muted for a second. That's why I was like, I was low-key frozen. Welcome to the Ops. I'm RG. Liddy D is in transit and also on mute. My brother, the one and only One Mike. He'll be on in a second when technology lets him catch up with us. Other than that, how's everybody? Everybody good? Good. Let's turn on the chat real quick. Let's see. Fire up the chat. Welcome to the stage to chat. Let's see. Oh, he is gone. All right. Probably have to reset. It's all good. So, with that being said, let's do the rundown. The Knicks are up 2 games in the finals. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Fire on HBO. And happy belated birthday to my brother Mike. He'll be back in about 30 seconds. And today's topic, Mr. John. That's the way of the world. This is a really good episode for me because like I said, I watched the Earth, Wind, and Fire documentary and I want to give you a review of that. So that's kind of what the theme is for today for me. Other than that, hope everybody had a good weekend. Who's in the chat today? Got anybody chat? Shout out to WSA in the building. You can catch their live stream on Twitch. What up, Mr. Johnson? Are we back? Maybe not.
Yes, we're back.
Yo, okay. I was actually going down the rundown. I'll run it back for you. The Knicks are up 2 games in the finals. Yes. Earth, Wind, and Fire on HBO is indeed fire. Okay. And happy belated birthday to my brother, One Mike.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You over there.
Right here. What's cracking? How everybody doing?
Oh yeah. Let's run. Hey John, put the topic up for our homie real quick.
The way of the world.
That's the way of the world. It's actually a shout out to the Earth, Wind, and Fire documentary I watched last night. That's gonna be the main topic. We're also going to ask you guys what the heck are we watching after the NBA finals? Because you gotta think, like right after the finals is done, the NHL finals is done, baseball ain't cracking. So we need to I need some ideas because I watched TV this weekend and it was pretty brutal. Because everything I cared about wasn't on TV. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little later in the show too. So yeah.
All right, that sounds fire. How was your weekend, sir?
Oh, it was chill, man. It was real chill.
Chill.
Yeah, just didn't get into too much. Just kind of kicked around the crib and got people to a couple of appointments and stuff like that. I was chilling.
Shout
out to producer John. He has me now playing what's that? Elden Rings.
Okay.
So. Yeah, so
that's something new.
Obviously, I sign up for things that harm me. So, yeah, I've lost a lot, but right on. Thanks to John for making me, branch out. So,
okay, I'm on that. I think I'm on that game, Ghost of Shumi or something like that. I'm playing that all over again. I just it's that one game, the Samurai Warrior.
Yes.
Yeah, it got crazy.
And I messed around and traded it, but it was fun when I was playing it.
Yeah, I think you had the second one. I'm playing the very first version of it or whatever. But It's live. It's real live. I'm understanding what I'm doing. You know, learning curve. Finally, I'm caught up to it, so we good.
All right.
We good. But overall, man, my weekend was pretty good. I did do a lot. Friday went to a graduation party. That was pretty
Right.
nice. Shout out to Nyla. And Saturday, what did we do? Celebrate my birthday. Went to dinner. Nice little restaurant called Mesa. It was cool.
All right.
I'll recommend it. It's a Mexican restaurant. And
for those who are not in Michigan, where is Mesa, bro?
Royal Oak. Right.
Sponsor us, Mesa. Shout out.
Yes. Thank you, RG. And what's that? Sunday, dinner with the family again, chill, nothing special. And today I just relaxed, cut the grass, and
took extra day
around the house. Yeah,
job,
I was chilling today. Yep.
Even with your family, sometimes it feel like you've been busy all weekend. Even though you're dealing with people you love, it's still a lot of moving parts, especially when you're trying to get together with multiple people. So
shout out to Freedom Fries. Yes, we've been buddies for a long time.
Yes, we have.
So I think
thanks for watching, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you. All right, man. Now to get into some of these topics. What we got?
Got a little bit of NBA, of course, the finals, a little bit of NHL, a little bit of tennis, and then we can get into the topic and stuff like that. So,
okay.
So we're going to start that, bro.
Let's go ahead and talk about let's do sports. Let's do finals.
All right, cool. Go ahead, John. Oh, me and this mute button today. All right, thank you, Mr. John. Man, so I probably got my prediction mad wrong last weekend because I actually said that Spurs might win.
Okay.
A couple of days later, they are up 2-0. They lost both of their home games. Bro, what is going on and what did I miss? And Wimpy has been somewhat ineffective, bro. You said, wait, it's still muted?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Bro, what happened? Help me, because I don't know anything about basketball, by the way. Because I seen Karl Anthony Towns, go to work. So what happened, bro?
Obviously, I don't know what I'm talking about either because I thought it was going to be a gentleman's suite. Remember? I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. That was about 2 weeks ago. I was like, so when San Antonio dropped game 1, I was like, okay, still gentleman's sweep is in play here. Gentleman's sweep, for those that don't know, is the 5 wins, but it's not that. That didn't happen. It's definitely going in the other directions. I know Big Bad Boy says, I'm with you. I said, as well.
Hey, man.
But, hey, we here. Game 3.
We got some love for the NBA. I jokingly say that. He said the NBA has free airplane tickets, so much traveling. You don't like the Euro double, triple step, sir? I don't understand what you're talking about.
I mean, first we got to understand the mechanics of it all as far as the zero dribble. Once you understand the zero dribble, then you understand how traveling is. And look, and that's for real. The zero dribble is when you pick up the ball and you can kind of rock to show you better than I can tell you. But anyway, it's changing the rules of the game as far as what's a gather step and all this crap. And, it's a lot.
Right.
See what you do when your wife is mad. These guys are hilarious. Right.
Shout out to the chat, man. This is what we live for, man. So thanks for chiming in with us. But bro, I think the only thing that I wasn't shocked about was Wemby having a problem in the post because I've seen him play he don't play back to the basketball. Sorry for the words.
Gotcha.
So I knew he'd probably have a problem with all the with the size and the actual personnel of the Knicks, but I didn't think he'd be getting like crossed up and yammed on. I didn't expect that. So, bro, what happened?
He used all his emotions and crying and all that crap for the Western Conference Finals. That's what happened.
Damn.
Joanne is in the building.
I take you giving him no quarter.
No, they're gonna be all right though. I mean, if they lose this game, it's over. It's kept.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, 3-0. That pretty much is a death sentence in the finals, ain't it? I have to do the research.
Unless you're LeBron, of course,
I don't think anybody's coming back from 3-0. I think they came back from 3-1, but I don't know about 3-0. So we'll I have to do some research on that.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens tonight.
Only thing I'll say about Wemby, I think he's going to be a great player, but I still have this feeling that they're just trying to make him great already, and they're not going to let this dude kind of learn how to be a champion. Because people forget, he faced the best basketball players in the world only a couple years back, and they still lost.
Yeah, maybe it's scripted,
in the Olympics.
Though.
You see what I'm saying? So he still has to learn NBA-style basketball and stuff like that, and how to work with his team and all that stuff. But they try to make him like the greatest dude ever off of 1.5 seasons, technically. I'm like, it's not out. He gonna be nice though,
What if the script says New York is just supposed to win this year?
You know what? We need tinfoil hats for it.
Yeah. We need tinfoil hats, right?
But it's crazy. Even with all that's being said, they're still considered unders. Even with these 2 games, they were still considered underdogs. I think up until pretty close to the game.
You talking about the Knicks?
Yeah, crazy enough.
I didn't know that. Sure. I turned my gambling hat off for a while now since the Pistons got put out.
Really? You haven't, bro? Y'all don't understand. I'm like, wait. I got to mark this down. You didn't gamble?
Nah, because I really didn't like either team, to be honest with you. But if I had to pick one, I was picking the Spurs to win. But
bro, when does they ever stop a profit, sir? What is going on? I have to have an intervention.
It's a whole nother show for that one. That's a whole nother show. That's talking about some, script writing and how I feel about these calls, certain referees that's reffing these games. It's a lot, man. It's a lot to unpack here.
Yo,
I've barely been watching.
What the
finals? I've been watching. Yeah, man, I've been watching just for the sake of Michelle with 1L. Yeah. Shout out to her home state,
Hometown. And I knew it was going to happen. You hear what Josh Hart said about the tickets for the Knicks fans, right?
No, what's even more ridiculous is that Donald Trump is at the game tonight, supposedly. And, that messed up the traffic and the fans. In order to get to the game, they got to be there, like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon for a game that starts at 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Hey, dude, when you're the leader of the free world, you do what the hell you want. It's just it sucks to be a fan, but it's what it is.
That's all I was gonna say. It sucks to be a fan.
Yeah,
a fan. I said fan. So
bless you too, man. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Big shout out. Hey, if you're still on, please hang around. Got any comments, anything you want us to talk about? Put it in the chat. We'd be happy to chat about it.
Yes.
All right. So Josh Hart was complaining about the pricing. He's talking about like the cheapest ticket for Game 3 was like $7,000 to $8,000. I'm like, bro, where have you been at? Because it's always like that. And the funny part, me and Mike talked about this months ago. I was talking about like, as long as the team sucks, they're our team because we can afford to be there. As soon as they get good, they're the rich people's team because we can no longer afford to go. It's been like that ever since. I believe in Detroit all my life. Got priced out of the Tigers. They were dreadful. You could give a $10 bill to a Tiger ticket and they give you back $20 in change just for showing up. That's how bad they were. But as soon as they start going and taking pennant, there's a wrap for that. Pistons, same way. Lions, always been expensive. They're very consistent whether they're good or bad. They're just high as hell. But for the most, it's always like that, Imagine how much the Clippers tickets was when they sucked. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Compared to now, you know what I'm saying? So he's got a point. What's the most you ever spent for a playoff ticket, Mike, or a sports ticket?
All right, so a playoff ticket probably about maybe 100, maybe 125 a ticket.
Okay.
But the most I ever spent for one single ticket was a regular season game with the Pistons against Boston, and we sat like in the folding chairs behind the basket. That was like $230 a ticket.
That's not bad though.
It was
not bad.
It was bad because we got blown out, and on top of that, I didn't make it into the game until a little bit before the second quarter and left by the end of the third. So I didn't even really get to see the game. I mean, it was that bad.
Like a half quarter of basketball for $200.
Yeah, and it was like I said, it was a blowout. Traffic was terrible, and the seats wasn't all. They were okay. They were on a scale of 1 to 10. I give about a 6 or 7.
Okay,
low 7. Only because of we were, you're on one end of the court and you're not seeing the whole game. Yeah, your vantage point is not that great.
You know what? I respect that.
Yeah, so I wouldn't make that mistake. I would rather sit a little bit higher and kind of be on like a little incline to have a better vantage point of the whole court.
Right. Like I like the mid bowl, that mid bowl section.
Yeah.
Like right here is like ground level. I like being at mid, probably like either second, third row up.
Yeah, the best seats was
I feel like that's
bench.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for me, the best seats was like right behind the players' bench. That was perfect. Because no matter, if you're on the Piston end or if you're on the visitor side end or whatever, you can see the whole court. And it's, it's better. The experience is a lot better.
All right. So, hey, chat. Since you guys are checking in, hey, what's the most you ever paid for any type of entertainment ticket, concert, whatever. So put that in the chat if you are still checking in with us. And let us know where you're from. Please and thank you. All right, so we got that out the way. Josh Hart not liking the prices, which he is kind of right though. You know what I'm saying? So
we complain about this all the time. What I complain mainly about, and this is just talking sports in general, is like when you don't like. I don't feel like this is gonna be big. I think I touched on this a little bit last week, but
right
when you can sense that the ownership doesn't really care about winning. Meaning they don't bring the players that we need to win a championship type thing. But they just want us to be good enough to keep the fans on the leash to really want this, want our team to be good. But like I feel like the Lions are gonna be good, but we're not winning nothing. We're not going to the Super Bowl type stuff. Yeah, man, that's how I feel. I feel like
who's this guy? What do you do with Mike Johnson? Are you sure?
Yeah, man.
Trying to like fill your head to see if you got a fever. Like, you know who this guy? I don't know who this guy is. What you
by the way, I'm trying to fill his head.
Hey, yo, that sounded horrible. Thank you, sir, for correcting me. That was the worst take ever in life.
But anyway,
it was called temperature.
Yeah, it was temperature checking. But no,
man, holy moly,
you're good.
Holy smokes,
you're all right. Jeez. You're all right. That's all what we here for. But all
right. No, we're not. We're podcasters.
Hey, look, but I just feel like
that's what we're here for. No, we're not.
Oh no, Detroit. I'm talking about looking out for each other. But Detroit teams seem to do the same thing. Like we get just good enough, or we had this idea of how we want to win. Like we want to win different from everybody else, which I can respect. But at the same time, man, it's like we right there. We was literally one quarter away from going to this, one half away from going to the Super Bowl, and then ever since then we plummeted. But ticket prices still went up. So they're happy. The fans, we're not happy. Yeah. And I'm one of the biggest Lions fans there is, but
that's why when you said that, I was like, "Are you sure you're okay?" Like, shoot,
I'm not okay, man, because it sucks. It sucks,
but bro. That's always all of Detroit sports. If you really think about it, right? When we had like the '90s Pistons, right? As soon as we got the third championship and Isaiah got hurt, we didn't really go out and get anybody to give him any assistance. We kept the same squad until they all fell apart.
Yeah,
same thing technically with the wings. We had the Russian five. They ran their prime. We didn't try to double down. We just let everybody just fade away.
But I'm gonna say that the only difference with the Red Wings is the fact that they went after getting the greatest players that they could to surround this team so that we could.
You know what? Yeah, that's facts though.
And the Pistons and the Lions are the two squads that haven't done it. Even the Tigers did it. We got Miggy, we got, you know what I'm saying? Like we had Pudge, we had Migley, Maglio.
Yeah, the guy who sent it to the World Series in 06.
Yeah. So these are the players that like they put names on the field. The Pistons and the Lions don't do that. Like most of the players we get are homegrown or like past their prime, or like when's the last time the Lions got a real superstar, not drafted, but brought in? And you know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's a good one. Because even Megatron was homegrown, Sue was homegrown.
Yeah, Barry was homegrown.
I really can't say Roy Williams or anybody was like, he got better when he went to Dallas, but he wasn't really good here. Same thing with Eric Ebron.
I give you somebody who got better when they left was Cliff Averill, and he went over and won a Super Bowl.
Okay, so I will say this: Cliff Averill was cold. He just was on the wrong team because there's only so many people he can block at one time. It's a lot easier to do your job when you don't got to do everyone else is around you. So,
and that's my thing. Like, why not get Aiden Hutchinson some help? Why not get why did the Rams get the best? You know what I'm saying? They got what's his name from Cleveland?
We talked about him last week.
I can't think of his name, but
yeah,
I'm not in football mode right now.
Right.
But yeah, so like things like that pisses me off about the organizations. Like, I really want us to do better and bringing in talent. Like, I don't care about being cheap. If the ticket prices is $100 for a nosebleed seat, then make it worth my watch.
Yeah, true. But you got to think, it's also one factor we don't factor in. Who's trying to move to Detroit? And I'm not saying like Detroit's not like a dope place. It's actually a sleeper town where you can have a lot of fun. But most people are, unless you're drafted here, most people's destination is not Detroit unless they already had a love for it or knew something about it.
My thing is,
especially when you got Miami and LA and all these other flash places saying, hey, come here, we'll give you X amount. So
my thing is this about that. If you want to win, and the iron is hot here right now, it really is.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can win here right now with the Pistons and the Lions. But
all right,
I don't feel like our upper management, like GM, our general managers, or the are really going after it. Like Illich back in the day, like he only had so many days left. Not Illich. I'm thinking of what's the?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
No, but Illich really do them, huh?
Yeah. Illich was crazy. He would damn near pay anything for a player to make sure we won though. So shout out to
Dombrowski. That's what I was trying to really think of. And Dombrowski was the guy that really was trying to put a winner together.
Right.
But Joe put a winner together, but
low-key by mistake.
I want to say this about Joe. Free agency is where he did an amazing job, but everybody's trying to follow that model. You can't always get 5 misfits that work. I ain't gonna call them misfits, but 5 different players who have something to prove all together on one team, and it's just gonna automatically work. You have to get superstars sometime. The Pistons
and a rookie who actually put in big minutes in 03 and became a starter. We're talking about Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah, but that all that to me is that doesn't happen. That's I don't even want to call it luck because it happened, and we went to 6 conference finals and all of that. But we never had like that player, that free agent, or LeBron-esque type player here.
Gotcha.
So anyway, I'm off my rant, but that's how I'm feeling about Detroit football right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit you with one Piston question, right? So let's go back to 04 Pistons, right?
Okay.
Who do you think they could have got in their prime? Out of all the coldest players, we got a Paul Pierce running around there. We got Kobe. We got your man.
To fit this team, man.
To fit that team for that time frame, who would you what free agent you would have grabbed to actually make that happen?
That's the only time we actually got a free agent that worked for us, and that was Rasheed Wallace.
No. I'm talking about we got Sheed. We just won a championship. We're trying to double down. Who you grabbing?
Well, first of all,
I'm not getting Antonio McDyess. I like McDyess. I wouldn't have picked him up. That wouldn't have been a pickup for me. And that's nothing no shake to him because I like him.
With that team that actually won, I really only thing I don't know who I would have picked up because I don't really want to break that up. That 06 team we picked up McDyess because we lost Mehmet Okur to Utah for more money.
Right.
You know, he actually became a starter and a star in Utah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know who I would have took. I know Kobe was on the trading block, but that wasn't until like 07, 08, I think.
Yeah, so. But you did say one thing that made me laugh. You said, I would break up my core. You just said it. They didn't want to break up that core. They felt like that core, you know.
Because we won with
so
it.
So what happens when you bring a new superstar in? You know,
I would have
telling me like Kobe and Mr. Big Shot could have coexisted. There's only one basketball.
I feel like we would have had to give up a lot of things. I felt like we would have had to give up. We would have had to give up a little bit too much to get somebody like that. And then like this team gelled together. Like that's why I said that 04 team was special. And we're trying to build the same thing with these teams that we have now, and they don't have the same flow. So it's not your chances of building a team like the 04 Pistons is slim to none. And I think that's what these Detroit teams are doing, like the Lions and stuff. They're trying to build a team out of just heart and not heart and talent. And I think that's the problem.
All right, fair enough. I respect it, man.
All right, man.
Got a little bit of tennis news.
All right, let's talk about it.
Your girl Serena coming back, man. She's been out the game about 4 years. She's actually gonna team up with a 19-year-old Canadian superstar named Victoria, and they're gonna do doubles.
Yeah,
I'm like, what you thinking, man? You think she's gonna go on another singles run, or you think she's doubles?
I think she might work herself back into the singles. I really do. I think it's hard to sit out when you're great.
True.
And it's crazy. I think the time away gave her a chance to be with the family and kind of get that in order. But now I think that competitive spirit never died. You know what I'm saying? I think she and I think she still. It ain't like boxing where she can get punch drunk. It's just tennis. So
yeah. You may think you're young enough until boxing happens, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now, if the injuries start piling up or something like that, she might sit down for good. But not, you know what I'm saying? Like, recovery ain't the same. Things of that nature.
Right,
but
right.
I see her. I see her still having to quell that hunger of winning and being on top.
Yeah, I never seen her being totally out of tennis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I always thought she'd be like either on TV, whatever endorsements, but I never seen her ever being out of tennis.
Okay.
But at this point, you can teach a young person how to be a better tennis player, and you get to be competitive. Hell, it's done.
Yes, it is. So I'm excited to see. More so, watch the highlights and things of that nature. So yeah.
All right.
What about you? How you feel about it?
No, it's dope.
Okay.
Okay. She's in that she's in Team 40ville, so it gives me hope that
you can still be out here.
Yeah.
Right, that's right, because you do play a little tennis here and there, huh?
Yeah, I'm not good, but I'm not bad. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
I can get over the net, but I'm not storming the net or anything. My knees will just explode. But other than that, I can play a little bit.
That's all that matters. Right. Get a little cardio.
A lot of cardio.
Okay. All right.
But you want to? Let's hit the break real quick, and as we can go into the topic or anything you want to hop on and talk about before we got a minute. So anything you want to say before that?
No, I think I'm good. I'm good.
All right, let's hit the commercial break, John. Please and thank you.
WSAN Radio, the soul of America and beyond. Turn it up and feel the rhythm of the greatest old school music ever made. From Smokey Robinson and the Temptations to Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin, Luther Vandross, and more. This is the music that touches your soul and moves your spirit 24/7. Listen live now at WSANradio.com and take the vibe with you everywhere. Download the WSAN Radio app today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. WSAN Radio, feel the soul.
Got me together with this two-piece. It's the good leggings, no see-through business.
And we're back. It's the Ops. I'm RG. My brother, one Mike, sitting next to me. Lady D can't make it today. She'll be back next week. So we didn't do anything to her. She is going to come back because every time Lady D doesn't show up, everybody gets mad at us like we did something to her. I'm joking, but yeah, she'll be back next week. Other than that, tonight's topic, Mr. John. Episode 79. That's the way of the world. I was watching TV this weekend, because there was hardly no sports on, any good sports, I should say. So I checked out the documentary on HBO Max about the Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm trying to see Mike, because Mike.
Oh yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just telling the folks how I was watching TV because really wasn't nothing on, and I ended up catching that documentary on HBO Max, and actually it was pretty interesting, man. Just as a music fan and as a person who kind of follows music and artists and stuff like that, it was pretty dope, man.
Okay.
Pretty dope. I wouldn't say it was the greatest documentary I ever seen, but considering how much I like that band, it was pretty dope.
Okay.
A lot of stuff I didn't know.
What kind of stuff would you say? Yeah, what did you learn from it, or what made you come up with this topic?
It was just something I really want to explore just for the episode, man, because it's one of those things where greatness created greatness, right? Okay. So Maurice White grew up in the South. His mom went north to actually get a gig. He stayed with his grandma until a certain age. Then he got to Chicago. He ended up self-teaching himself how to do the drums. Then he hooked up with a guy named Ramsey Lewis, which was like one of the coolest jazz players of that era.
Okay.
And that cat was one of the first people to ever actually have like a jazz record on the top 20 pop charts. I'm talking about not like fake jazz. I'm talking like jazz, because he was that guy. So he got to travel around with him. Then he decided to make up his own crew. So he left. It was almost like, let's say New Edition or whatever your band is. One of the best people on your band is deciding to go solo, and do something totally different. And he did it, dog.
Yep. So,
yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so it was like inspirational how he pretty much had this idea and he actually went through with it. A lot of people say, man, I should do this. Or he could have just literally stayed on that band and made money until he, passed away. But he actually had a vision that he wanted to actually put out there, and he did. So, yeah.
Without giving too much of the documentary, did it, how behind the music or whatever always ends track like somebody lost their life on something stupid or not stupid, but
No,
what
actually,
kind of No, go ahead. You're just going.
No, actually, no one got hit by a bus or anything like that.
Right.
Unfortunately, Maurice White did pass away, I think in 16, but he had Parkinson's or something like that. So it wasn't like he got found on the toilet, slumped over or anything like that.
What's crazy though is like how you discover who all they came up with. The type of music that was out what inspired them to, how they're an inspiration to a next generation. And it's just almost like paying it forward type of thing. But
because say paying it forward is kind of different, right? Because I wouldn't say that for the people who were originally in like the group, right? So I always thought Earth, Wind, and Fire was like the 9 guys with the crazy album covers, right? I didn't know there was a whole separate crew that started the band, and they kind of got fired on their day off like Friday. Got replaced. So yeah, so it's not like he may have been about this love, but he was about business too. So yeah, so his vision overrode everything because they had the first Earth, Wind, and Fire had a lot of success, but his vision was like, I want to rock stadiums and I want to make music so everyone can listen to it and everybody can feel it because he's getting only marketed to like the black market, but he wanted to have a universal sound that he could be marketed everywhere because he was all about love and unity, right?
Okay.
So he pretty much decided that he was going to get rid of the other dude and the girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when he found all the other 9 members of the group. And then they buzz got out there and then they finally got their first stadium show, right?
Okay.
And they were opening for Parliament Funkadelic, right? So long story short, everybody said, yeah, you're pretty nice. Then Parliament Funkadelic came out and tore the house down. And people forgot. And after that, Maurice Wright was like, well, this will never happen again. So that's when they got into the theatrics and the pyro and all that stuff. Where like a concert might cost him damn near $1 million.
Right.
Just to act the concert together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yeah. So he got pretty elaborate with it to the point where they had like legit like Broadway actors and shit, like real like magic and all that stuff happening on stage. So
okay. I'll have to check it out. You said this was on HBO Max?
Yeah. It's pretty dope, man. It actually made me go back and listen to like the original actual Earth, Wind, and Fire.
The original 9.
Yeah, well, the original 4. It's only 4 of them. And when the first came out, it was Maurice White, 2 guys and a girl.
Oh, okay. I thought it was always a big band production, but
well, they were always a jazz band, but he made an orchestra.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's dope. That is so dope. Any other documentaries or any like? What I love most about those type of documentaries is the inspiration that you get at the very beginning, not who they became, but like the beginning stages of it. And I always find myself like intrigued by that. Like, dang, how did they get started? Like, was it a talent show? Was it this? How did this? Are they family? You know what I'm saying? Are they related? Did the talent just run in the family? Like, all that. That stuff really, gets me going as far as how a band or how a artist gets started. Whatever the craft is, whether it's singing, doing poetry, whatever, that's what I like. I like to see the origin story. What made the villain a bad guy? When did he become a bad guy?
Well, one of the things was money. Money is always the end all be all, right? Because when he got his record deal, the guy was like, I don't want those guys. I want you. So he got the record deal, and then he hired all these guys through talent and stuff like that to be in his band.
Okay.
So it's like I got the record deal, and then I just give y'all a cut, and your cut is not as much as it should be because he's a producer, owns all. He's technically the Earth, Wind, and Fire himself.
So he filtered the money a little bit, huh?
Well, yeah. We'll put it like yeah. 1 for me, 1, 2 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4 for me. 1, 2 for you. So a little bit of that going on. They kind of mentioned that it didn't get muddy. You know what I mean? It didn't get all like behind the music VH1. So they kept it classy, but they did tell you like, hey, dude, we want to get what we supposed to.
Right.
And the crazy part, and in the beginning albums, they were all contributors. And then as the money got better and everything, they started becoming
less and less
free.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where, we don't need you to write for songs. We got these writers over here. So it got to the point where like the band was getting mad because they felt like contributors to the actual movement. And then they became like just like the band.
Yeah. It went. I get it.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
But it worked, because ultimately, they got mad #1 records and stuff like that, and they've been able to last the test of time. So it kind of worked. but it kind of didn't at the same time, because the thing that made the people work with him also is kind of what pushed him away ultimately. So
got you. You know, it's funny that you watched this documentary. Basically during the weekend of nothing was on to watch, right? Not saying that that's a bad thing, but you kind of fell into it. Pause. But
got it.
The thing about it, that kind of leads into the other half of the topic that you brought up, as far as like, now that sports is gone, what are we watching? I mean, once the NBA Finals is over, what are we gonna watch?
Yeah, good transition into pop culture. Hey, y'all, right? So
I didn't know that was pop culture. My fault.
That is pop culture. What the hell am I gonna watch after these finals is over? Because this might be over kind of quick. So,
okay. Yeah.
And I realized that, right? So here's the problem, right? I watch WNBA basketball, but that's during the day, right? So most of their games are over before 4 or 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock in the evening, right? So there's no evening WNBA basketball that I know of, or I can find. So that's gone. You know, you got UFL football, which is cool in a pinch. A little bit of NASCAR, you know, if you like cars driving around in a circle for 9 hours, cool. But there's nothing sports that I care about really on television at this time. So what y'all doing after these sports is over, y'all? Help me. Help me, please.
You're right. Hey, I'm trying to catch up on some series. I'm so far behind on everything. I'm embarrassed to even say what I'm behind on, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm using this time to pick up video games and stuff like that I haven't finished. Like maybe a little GTA 5. GTA 5. That samurai game I was just telling you about, I just picked back up. So
right.
That's as far as watching TV, man, or sports. I guess tennis is on. I'm not watching. Well, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching the WNBA. I haven't been watching that.
The product is not bad. I must admit, the product's not bad. You know.
Okay, all right.
Or I just keep catching the Aces games, whichever one.
But I told you the Aces. The Aces are really the only team that I truly care about. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's terrible or what, but I don't, like I always say, I don't feel like Angel Wilson gets the credit that she deserves compared to what Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have been getting. And
I don't know, because they say Caitlin out there cutting up a little bit.
She is. She's very much cutting up. I was here, yelling at the team, at the coach, and it's a lot of stuff.
Got rid of her favorite coach. What do you expect?
Yeah.
You gave her the team, and then took away her favorite, the coach she liked. So yeah.
I don't have I don't know the backstory on it. I just know the story that they plug into our social media. So that's fair from you. That assessment,
Well, ultimately they pay you to play. You could do that when you're a superstar. You just can't be me talking about, coach, I don't like this play. Dude, I'd be cut so doggone fast. So if you are a superstar, go ahead and flex. You know what I mean? If you could do it, because somebody probably feel the same way you do on that team. So
that's true. That's true. You speaking up on behalf of the team, so can't be mad at that.
They know them playing this BS, but they can't say nothing. You the one with the extended contract, so go ahead and say it.
I like that. I like that way of thinking. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
I'll tell you what. Let's say Derek Fisher and Kobe don't like to play. Who you think going to Phil Jackson to go tell him that they don't like to play? Derek Fisher or Kobe?
It gotta be Kobe.
Exactly.
It gotta
and that's no shade to Derek Fisher. I'm just saying. There's only one person in that room that he gonna listen to, and it ain't Derek Fisher.
Or at least got to be Derek Fisher backed by Kobe at the very, very least.
Yeah, he got the door for him. They closed it and left Derek on the outside.
They got to be in there. I get you. That's funny.
Yeah. Hey, man, get the door. I got to talk to Kobe. That's what would happen. So. Oh, man. So, the game right now just started 0-0.
Okay.
Looks like San Antonio is trying to attack the interior a little bit. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to come down to defense, and, let's see what kind of adjustments San Antonio came out with.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll be coming down like a big point. If he would just get on the block, dude, it'd be crazy. But anyway, back to the show.
You got any petty bill?
Pardon me. No, actually, what you got?
I got one. This one comes from Sharita. She talks about gym.
Wait. Let's hit the banner. Hit the petty bill there, John. You actually must be a good pettyville. You was actually able to say the person's name, so.
Yeah. Well, you know, yeah, I can hear you. The thing about it is, ours was about gym etiquette.
Okay.
And it kind of flows.
I got a pettyville. How come Mike keep on going off when you about to say something important? That's my pettyville. I'm gonna need him to work it out. Oh, he's back. Hey, Mike.
Hey, I heard you. I can still hear. No. Damn it. The petty bill is about gym etiquette, but it goes deeper than that. And the thing that's crazy is, you know, like how we talked about parking spots, we talked about urinals.
Hey, bro. We actually didn't hear your petty bill. That's why I was giving you a hard time.
What happened?
We never heard your petty bill. You were on mute.
Oh, I'm explaining it now. About the gym etiquette, All right. And basically it's like like we kind of talked about this before about like parking spots, men's urinals. Well, it ain't gonna be women's urinals. So yeah, urinals.
Be careful there, buddy. Be careful.
And messing around and invading people's like space. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different like. Yes, there's a seat next to me, but you don't have to sit there. You can go sit two seats down. Like if we're in a movie theater and we're not together, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to sit 3 seats down. We don't have to occupy, Right.
Unless everybody booked all the seats in that row, move over. There's no reason to sit next to me. Yeah.
So hers was about, she's working out on, let's say, a treadmill. Now, there's 50 treadmills and only them 2 in the, in the gym.
Right.
And, the person chooses to work out right next to you.
Maybe they're trying to get her attention.
Yeah. I mean, that could be it, but I'm just saying, like, if we there to work out, my thing is this. I barely like when I'm working out, and I don't go to the gym that often or anything like that, but when we do, we barely talk. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go, you there to work, and then after I finish a set of like, my main reason for going to the gym with somebody is to be pushed to do extra. Because if I go alone, I'm only gonna do, my number. Yeah. But if somebody else there, like you'll be like, I bet you can't do 3 more. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta see that.
Sharita chiming in. He's like, it was literally empty room, and he got on the machine right next to me, and then I went and got on another machine.
See,
check you out, Sharita. He's just trying to check you out. That's all it was.
I was trying to keep it gender neutral, but
hey, when the author comes out,
I know that's true. So yeah, I mean, and that's a valid pet peeve though, because it's like, no, I can't do nothing without worrying about somebody like being in my, allowing me to have my own diameter of, 1 seat here, 1 seat here, what I'm saying, all the way around. I was about to say 1 feet, no check. 6 feet, no check. when last time you heard that?
Me? Long time. I ain't played basketball in a minute, but I get what you're saying. Bro, just like in the parking lot where like there's all these spaces by the door. You park in the middle of the lot and someone will still drive next to you and skip all the close spots just to sit and park next to you. It drives me nuts.
I know.
I park out here so people won't park near me.
See, and she said it was literally an empty room. Empty room. So, like, that's the thing that pisses me off. Or like you in a waiting room somewhere, and they choose the seat right next to you when there's 50 other, like, it's just you and one other person. They sit directly next to you. Like, man.
Only time that bothers me, right? There's only one time it bothers me.
Okay.
When we're the doctors and we're both sick, don't you sit your sick ass next to me? I'm
right.
sick too.
And that's what
I was. Man. Sit over there. I don't want
6
to
feet.
Got to.
6 feet, no check.
6 feet, no check. Bro. Like if it's no waiting room where no one's like dying. Yeah, cool. We can kick it, but no, if you sick and I'm sick, no, I don't care what your problems are right now. Leave me alone.
So I thought that was a very valid petty deal. Because, like, is it petty? I mean, to me, it's petty of them to sit next to you. They're being petty.
I don't really consider that petty, even though it's a petty bill. I understand her pet peeve, but that's not really being petty. Personal space is a real thing out here in these streets.
I'm saying the person that chooses to sit next to you is being petty.
Yeah, like, dude,
you get what I'm saying?
Talk to your doctor, not me. If I knew what the hell I was doing, I wouldn't be sitting next to you.
Yeah, man. Golly. And then especially if I'm working out by myself, I feel like, everybody has their own. I don't want to experience somebody right next to me while I'm working out in a room full of, the same machine.
You know what?
Or
I hate machine hogs.
I was just going there.
Machine hogs.
Okay.
Where they got this little circle that only they know about, and they go from one machine to one machine. Well, I'm using that one. You were just on the other side of the room, man. Sit down somewhere. If you want all the machines to yourself, buy them and put them in your basement, bro. Sit down somewhere.
Yeah, man. So that's another one. The machine hog. Or what about the person that hovers around? What about the person?
Welcome.
Welcome. What about the person that's watching you? Like, how many muscles you got? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why do you care? I'm the one with high cholesterol. Go away. Man.
Go find your own. Go find something else to do, or purchase that machine at your own house.
Or my favorite one is, you're not using it right. You need to put it right here.
Go
figure it out.
The trainer.
I didn't ask you to be my personal trainer. Yeah, man.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Now you're bringing out all my gym irritations. Like,
that's why I said the petty bill is about gym etiquette, and it don't just have to be about the gym, but it's a lot that goes on at the gym. Like, what about this one? People that's video that's recording themselves for TikTok or whatever, and you might be the person that don't want to be on camera, but they got you in the view. What about that?
Yes, that is also annoying. Or you're on a treadmill. There's glass everywhere. You're looking forward, and then somebody's looking at you while you're looking in the glass. Like, why do I have to? Like, what the hell?
That awkward.
Yeah, like, dude.
Like, and now I got and the messed up part about that is you keep looking up to make sure they ain't looking at you, but y'all keep
exactly. Like, damn it.
You keep making eye contact. Yeah, that sucks too. I hate when that happens.
Right.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Like, no, old man, I do not want to talk about your grandkids. I just want to get on the treadmill and lose weight, bro. No.
You're like, look at my grandbaby. He's showing you his phone.
Yeah.
When
I was recovering my knee, I was on a recumbent bike, and the one where you sit down and you just pedal, right?
Yeah.
And I used to go to Planet Fitness every day to build my knee back up. And I don't care what time of day, it was just one old person that would always sit next to me. I'm like, I would just go I would go in the morning, they were there, midnight, there, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there. I was like, do you live here? How in the blue hell do you keep finding me, sir?
Hey, wait for you. Is it the same person or it was always a different old person? Oh man, he knew your schedule.
It didn't matter the day, it didn't matter the time. It'd be like, oh, he's not gonna be there at 1 a.m. Hey, like,
what do you do?
Damn it.
Oh man.
Are we related? How? How? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was weird behavior, but
that is. So yeah, that's my petty bill for today. Well, what we got next?
I guess we got Mike Isms and closing thoughts.
All right. Well, I got one.
Yeah.
Mike. Okay. Let's get into it then.
Who are new to our show, shout out to you, by the way, for pulling up. We do appreciate it. My brother Mike is probably one of the greatest players I've ever met in my life. However, when he comes to sayings, he says it backwards, but it's so artistic, I know what he's saying. So if I say a bird and hand beats two in the bush, he'll be saying that hand with two birds got beat. And I know exactly what the hell he's saying. But with that being said, it inspired me to do my own form of poetry. We call them Mike-isms. My Mike-ism is a little different from his. I read from like music. So with that being said, we are reading from the book of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like there's going to be anything else, right? Chapter, right. That's the way of the world, Earth's shining star. One of my favorite DJs said this. He said, today is the first day of the rest of your life. I'll say it one more time for our friends on Twitch. Today is the first day to the rest of your life. Shout out to John Mason, WGLB, and Voice of the Pistons. And I got one more. More. And then we'll send this out to our friends on YouTube. Shout out. Home isn't where you're from. I'll say it one more time for our friends on Facebook. Home isn't where you're from. It's where you find the light when all grows dark. And that's from my man Pierce Brown.
I like that.
Every once in a while I can keep it classy. Every once in a while,
And stay classy, my friends. I love it.
For now.
Wait, what we got? About 6 more minutes?
Actually, about 4, sir.
Okay.
I'll get her off.
Y'all know the saying. We're going to take this thing to infinity and behind. We say behind because we're celebrating every moment that it took for us to get to where we at right now. So with that being said, never risk what you have and need for what you don't have and don't need. You understand that? Let me say it one more time.
One more time. Usually my router turned off for a minute. I'm like, what?
Okay. So it says never risk what you have and need for what you don't have and don't need.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, and that's delivered by Warren Buffett. You're welcome.
Well done. Yeah,
and good.
When I meant router mentally, I was like, what? What do you mean by that?
Yep.
It went over my head for a second. I got it back.
I think I read it fast, but we're good. Yeah.
All right.
So,
and I will stand in for Lady D in our words of wisdom. Let's do this.
Okay.
So, shout out to Lady D. We'll catch you next episode. Lady D's words of wisdom by RG, and we'll give it the most classiest send off I can think of. May your liquor be cold.
Don't do it.
And your woman be hot. And may all your troubles roll off like snot. Shout out to Anton Jackson, the Living Color. Sir, we salute you. This is what happens when Lady doesn't come to work.
So, I know that's the words of wisdom, and we just stand back and say, "Wow." You know where to find me. Thank you, and wow, you're welcome. You know where to find me. You can find me on Instagram. I am _1 Mike. Catch me here every Monday, chilling with this guy and Lady D every Monday, 8 p.m. And it's my laid back, relaxed. Let's end of Monday on a good note.
Indeed. Catch me on Instagram under RGainsII. All we ask is if you want to communicate with us, please be respectful. We are always respectful for you guys. You can email us at weareunited@myyahoo.com. And if you are so inclined or generous, thank you very much, you can donate to us at $United Front on Cash App. Anything you donate to us, we actually put it right back into the network to make this the best thing you've ever seen. We do appreciate it. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I guess we'll catch you next week, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm probably gonna have a new NBA champion, and we'll definitely talk about that. So, wait. Oh, big shout out to Betty. Spotlight with that B in the building. Shout out. What's good? All right. Thanks for chiming in. That's the homie. All right. Other than that, we will catch you later.